great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man open, it's Ross. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They go play action. Mayfield steps away. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Going with their tight end on 4th. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have regained the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. This complete to Langford. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, his it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And got his man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. McCaffrey is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Conley from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's caught. Here's Langford. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He is going nowhere. as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll run it with Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan.
That's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
37 yards.
And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On the move to his left. Into the hands of Patrick left side. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. First down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And again, it's Mayfield.
He's got Anderson on the slant.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Mayfield off the play fake.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
The left side completion to Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before half for Rodgers.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Down to the sideline, pulled in by McCaffrey.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Patrick. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Conley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 73 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Play fake, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 37. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Kings. Regular.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Run. Hey, watch it. Check nine. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Baker Mayfield. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Rodgers again now.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He'll get this one to Patrick. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They go play action. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people. But in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Rodgers to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
To throw is Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's going to pick up the first down and end zone.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they...
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Panthers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.